we should be back o'clock.
I think it is back o'clock.
I think we are back o'clock.
The data says it's back o'clock.
The data says it. I say it. I think that means it's back o'clock.
Or is it the data?
They mostly call him Data in the show, so yeah, I think it's that.
It's a slick TNG reference. Really striking out with our young audience, huh?
Hey, Patrick Stewart can still get it. But yeah, we're playing. It's me, Ian, and Nathan. Rusty may join us a little later. We're not quite sure. He is indisposed at the moment. Ironically, I named the stream before I learned that, so yeah. And if you care really enough to go see what the stream name was, it's down there. And if it's not down there when you look, sorry. Be here live. But yeah. So
I posted an actual GIF of Rusty's reaction to Ian starting stream in the Discord. And if you want to see it, all you have to do is type in ! Discord into the chat.
Yeah, that. I see. But yeah, we are just kind of making our way. Last time we beat Larry. So we are going to now kind of make our way towards the next bit of plot, and that is up on the mountaintop.
Are you going to tell it on the mountain?
Sure. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of make our way. This might be a bit of an exploration episode. I do at some point.
Maybe it's not about the journey yet. Maybe it's about. Well, maybe it's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
Yeah.
Maybe it is about the destination.
Like at some point, if I can orient this map the way I want it. At some point, like I do need to. Well, I will need to come back and get the Quicking Earth Titan and all of that, but also need to like make our way towards Alfrenata. Haven't done that yet. Okay, there is a. Why are they golden?
Those are the Halloween
okay.
ones. They're special.
That makes sense.
And clearly that one's a Pokemon you haven't seen yet.
Depending on what it is. Well, I've seen Mimikyu, so definitely not that one. So, narrowing it down, it's probably a dog of some sort.
Could be a dog.
Well, I also have a Misdreavus, so wouldn't be that.
I don't think Misdreavus is actually one of the, swarming Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's just the one. Miss Magius is the one that shows up in the raids.
Yeah.
I think the swarming ones are Mimikyu, Greavard, Drifloon, and Phantom.
I don't think I've seen Drifloon or Phantom, so that would make sense. And I definitely don't think I've seen Greavard, so.
I don't think Phantom exists in the base game. I think it was Kitakami.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that too, but I wasn't quite sure, so I didn't call it. But I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not even in the base game. And we are not actually going to do the DLC on this stream. Just for we've got a bunch of other stuff kind of queued up that needs that's kind of backlog. That's kind of time sensitive. So I went ahead and made the call. It would probably only be another episode or two, but we just want to go ahead and start battle of the newer evolutions here. Are you gonna solar beam me?
I've run special Leafeon better than you might think.
See, he's really just giving me more health. Okay, now this is getting a little annoying. Stall Leafeon, huh?
That's not uncommon. The thing that Leafeon is it's kind of like a poor man's Tangrowth, where it has good attack and good defense, but
It's
kind of
also,
meh everything else.
it's also a grass type.
Yeah, it's kind of just meant to be sort of a physical tank. Which, that's not a bad archetype.
No.
First of all, there's just not a whole lot of things that fill that archetype, but it's pretty useful because ground types are kind of
Ground types are good.
are real good. Do you think in real life a giraffe has ever bitten a lobster?
Probably. Just like zoos exist.
Yeah.
And so, well, things that aren't normally close together, like, and humans are unabashedly stupid. So, yeah, probably.
People fantasize about like having a magic book that would tell the answers to all those questions like that, because like there's no way to know.
Yeah.
But like in the entirety of human history, has a giraffe ever bitten a live lobster? We don't know.
I'm gonna say,
Like we can kind of Google it
Yeah.
and see. I don't think anything's gonna happen.
yeah. I probably.
Has a giraffe ever bitten a lobster? We'll put that one in quotes, just to see if anybody has ever pondered this question before. No results for has a giraffe ever bitten a lobster? How about, let's do in quotes.
Clowitzer is fighting? Just fighting?
Klotzer?
No, I'm thinking Crowballer. Clowitzer is just water.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure what.
Okay. No, I was thinking Crowballer. The Crabominal line. That one. Fuck. Jesus. Couldn't talk there for a second.
Claw and howitzer.
Yeah.
I'm searching in quote, giraffe bites lobster. No results for giraffe bites lobster.
Do you think they'll send us the plaque for being the first people to ever Google that? Wasn't that like a thing once? Like they would do like.
Who knows?
But, well, like, and so, like, you've been on like the internet long enough that I'm sure Google has like a really like has you like nailed down really well, like on like demographics wise.
Yeah. Specifically, it probably knows that from about 7 to 9 on Monday mornings, I'm going to start Googling some weird shit.
Yeah.
Because of this stream.
Yeah. Like, and the Google, like, because of course there's an analyst that'll ever actually look at this metadata. Like, that doesn't actually happen. But say there's, like, a Google engineer who's, like, because they can tell that, like, you don't, like, buy, like, weed stuff or anything. And so, you know, they probably can probably guess that you're not, like, a stoner or something. And they're like, what the fuck, man?
I would like to see, like, if after I die, my relatives are going through my search history and they're just, like, seeing the order in which questions were asked. That would be very funny.
Man, I don't have Grab type.
You have a
yes,
Grab
I
type.
do. But like,
You go ground fucking grass type, and it's like, holy shit, Jolteon probably.
yeah.
Called your fucking switch.
He did. He called me the best that Jolteon can. Jolteon, yes, Jolteon's signature move, Pen Missile.
Kinda.
I'm not wrong. And he is still gonna be. It's fine. God, I can't wait for Earth Power.
You'll get there eventually.
He's just gonna say, no. He's gonna look at an electric type and it's going to explode. Probably close enough. Can't ride Marine on there.
Yeah.
I was too close to the wall. I arrived at my destination.
Victory is my destiny.
But you were kind of like talking like, you know, the magic book that like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that gives you the answer to all of the questions. I've kind of like, I wish at the end, you know, like at the end of a video game, you know, they
Have like your stats.
yeah, have like the stats.
Yeah, after you die, you're like,
Yeah.
hey, how much hair did I shed over my lifetime? And
Yeah, like that's what I want.
it's like, oh, enough to wrap around the earth 7 times or whatever.
Yeah. Like, you know, how many breaths did I take?
Yeah.
You know. If I had the good Sylveon, I would teach him that move. I may still. Oh, hey. There's a Glacier on there.
There is.
Time to get slashed. Goodbye. Hey, there we fucking go.
Hey, you learned an electric move.
Fucking finally. Goodbye, Helping Hand. Even though, like, technically coming up would be, like, the time to use Helping Hand.
Run into that Sylveon form, or that Glaceon form.
No. It's not shiny.
I know its shiny is very similar to its base color, so I just wanted to make sure.
It's not shiny. I doubt this actually catches. We'll see. Yeah. I'm just gonna kill it now.
Why did you want to catch it?
Just to see.
You knew from the Spartan. Or lack thereof, I guess.
Just to see, Nate. Wow, that did not do a lot. Right, fucking snow,
Snowscape.
yeah, Devil's Defense. Like, wow, that did not do a lot for Red. Then I remembered. I guess.
But I mean, look at that.
No, it's,
Very similar.
like,
It's slightly lighter.
yeah, it's a little more white. Its body's a little more white instead of, like, blue.
Also, Rusty, don't pretend like we didn't hear you join there.
Join her. I hardly know her.
So, Rusty, in the public Discord, I posted a GIF of your reaction to Ian saying that stream is about to happen.
Anytime you compare me to Griffin McElroy is a good day.
Yeah.
My boy.
How you doing, bud?
Frazzled.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I was buying groceries when I was reminded that we had things to do.
Yeah, that's the thing you have to do when you're in charge of a household now.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Well, I mean, it's something that I've been doing for years, to be honest.
Yeah.
We were just out running errands, and they went longer than I thought they would, and I just fully forgot.
That happens too.
Well, so I noticed that like you weren't even like logged in to Discord at all. So I'm like, wow, his PC's off. That's
not like him.
That's not like him. And so
it was a smart move to come down here and get the fly point, by the way.
I know.
That is only going to get more true as I start doing lessons online.
Yep.
For school. I'm just going to be. It's the computer's just never going to turn off. Is what's going to happen. Thank God I've got a properly ventilated room now.
You do, and it's very nice. Stream has seen it a little bit.
Yeah. Hopefully soon, things to do keep piling up, but hopefully soon we'll get some green screen action. I've had a green screen for like 2 years and have not really had a place to do it, and now I do.
Some correction.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I figured it was something like that. I do want to read to stream now that you're here.
And Rusty, we are getting a little bit of backfeed.
Oh yes, let me swap on headphones. Sorry.
So I texted at 6:41 our time. Hey, are you joining us for stream? And then in a series of texts I got from Rusty, oops, we're out right now. And that was all within about those 4 texts all came in within a minute of each other. And I was like, okay, well, he'll join us or he won't. But that was just very funny to me. Because I couldn't quite tell what was happening. But I was like, well, he'll either be here or he won't.
Well, it's like I was planning to be here for stream, but in my haste to answer you, I forgot to put the S, and then I immediately sent the S, and then I was like, I don't need to explain that I'm trying to buy pants and groceries at the same store.
What do you mean you're buying that at the soup store? Why?
No, we went to Target.
Buy clothes at the soup store.
I actually got some pretty decent looking jeans for about $30 a pop at Target.
You can do worse than that.
I was expecting to, generally, as far as like box grocery stores, you can do much more expensive than Target, but you can also do way cheaper and still get decent quality.
I actually also bought pants today.
Oh, I love Bond.
He's good.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
I wonder if he is bigger than average. Maybe he's as big.
We'll check that for you.
Maybe he's as big as he can be. Wouldn't that be neat if I randomly bred you an absolute unit of a boy?
Yep.
He is a biggin.
Native Jumbonian.
Water breed.
You're the water breed too.
Yeah, but his water breed is
It's a fighting water.
Is a fighting water. Mine's not.
You're a dark water.
I'm darkness.
Water dark.
Darkness imprisoning me. Alright, it's time.
And it's going to be like level 50 before that gets an on-type move, right?
It actually
In fact,
just learned Revelation Dance.
Oh, okay. So you did some off-screen grinding.
Only like before stream.
Just a little bit.
Because I thought it was like a long ways away. Also, you were wrong about what that was.
I thought it was weird that it taunted. But I'm like, eh. Mon boy! Mon boy's about to get better. Goodbye. My taunt.
I often get swoosed by Zoroarks. I think it's the trainer strategy that gets me the most often. I will hit something that's supposed to be super effective and it's not, and I will be immediately texting Nathan like, "What's going on?"
That is not an uncommon. And like Shodan has a bug report, and like a pretty big portion of those are just people getting fooled by Zoroark.
Did it have illusion?
After the addition of Hisui and Zoroark.
Yep.
People go, hacker, hacker. Oh, so they were smart to pair it with the fighting type.
They were.
Now that's Tauros.
Revelation Dance showing normal there is gonna throw me off every time, because the only time that I've ever used him is using Oricorio is on Showdown.
Yeah.
And Showdowns would
it would display it as an electric move. Yeah.
And so I am going to look at his move.
You can even turn it into a flying type move by terrestrializing.
Yeah.
Or whatever type you want it to be by changing your terror type.
Yeah. But I'm going to look at that as a normal move on this screen and be like, where is my electric move? That has already happened.
Where's the stab move?
Yeah, that has already happened in my head and will continue to happen.
It is kind of weird that it doesn't show.
Well, it's a normal move.
Right, but it checks your type before it uses it, so it should.
You think?
But yeah, it's...
Seems like it would be fairly easy to program.
That's why Showdown has programmed it. But
Source, Showdown does it.
this is my spot.
This guy might be tough for me, because these guys are... Because I'm on the back half of the mountain, which is kind of where the...
You've been basically at their level.
Yeah.
I will say, you got a good lead matchup, though.
Did. Time to cut you down to size.
Nathan, if this, or Ian,
Yeah.
if this backpacker is a guy, I might be bi.
I think he was using Guy in, like, the ephemeral sense.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. When I say guy or dude or man, typically I mean that in the most agender way
Androgynous.
as possible.
For sure. But we're putting on a show, and I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
And there's not a ton of times where I feel confident about making a gender joke that I'm like, this is fully harmless.
No. I struggle with that all the time. So I definitely understand, but yeah. I just felt the need to defend myself there.
Yeah.
What is coming out? Veluza, you.
Volt and Veluza.
You'll do it.
I'm gonna cut him down so that he vaults no more. Veluza.
You idiot. It was a Zoroark.
It pair well because it's psychic type.
I know that it's not a Zoroark because it told me that it broke the mold.
It did.
Wouldn't it be wild if Zoroark also copied abilities?
That would make him the most busted Pokemon in the game.
I guess that would just make him a second copy of whatever, wouldn't it?
4, no, because he reverts back, so it would not be a copy. You could give Zorark, I don't know, what would be something really busted on Zorark?
Wonder Guard.
Yeah. Yeah, you would be able to give Zorark, something crazy like Wonder Guard there. And that would be insane.
Not right now, because Shedinja's not in game.
Yeah, but you could do something like Huge Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see this Azumarill come out that has huge power. That's suddenly using a huge power boosted Dark Pulse on me. What?
Well, not Huge Power boosted Dark Pulse, but like Sucker Punch.
Yeah, like a huge.
Yeah,
power.
the Dark Pulse wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Sucker Punch would be pretty scary under Huge Power.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's best Pokemon in the game level. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
I don't think it would be good for competitive health.
Well, speaking of competitive health, now that we've been in terrestrialization for like a year, how do you feel about pre versus post terrestrialization?
I think of all of the gimmicky Mega Evolution,
all of the in battle stuff.
I think it's probably the most balanced. Like, Mega Evolutions are insane. I love Mega Evolutions, but no. Just doubling the stats of one of your Pokemon out is insane.
It's not a
See, this is
of the stats, it's just plus 100 BST.
I know. But
this is what I kind of thought would happen.
Yeah.
Everybody was panicking about terrestrialization unbalancing everything so much, but I was always like, it just rebalances itself by its own nature.
I wasn't like worried about unbalanced. I was just like, they didn't explain it, and so I was like, how does typing work? I'm like, do you lose the types? Do you still have them? Like, and
it does do maybe the weirdest version of the possible things.
Yeah.
And I think the way it does it is the best way to do it, but it's also the weirdest.
We're just trading these health points back and forth.
Just BGC and Iron Hands on both sides of the field, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's actually interesting you bring that up, Rusty, because OU recently just did a tiering survey where they ask community members what they think are the big things, and one of the things that was on the survey was, instead of a Pokemon, the move Terra Blast.
Oh, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's underused.
Apparently, there are thoughts among the higher echelons of OU that Terra Blast, not necessarily terrestrialization, is over-centralizing.
Is over what?
Over-centralizing. So the idea behind the tiering philosophy in Smogon is that they're trying to limit things that restrict team building, that overly restrict team building. So there are
survived that.
members of... It's kind of a thick one. There are members of the community that think that Terra Blast specifically is over-centralized.
As in...
Like, it restricts...
it homogenizes teams too much?
More like it limits your options in the team building. I can't run an OU team that doesn't have an answer to X. Generally, that's the thing that, they're going to be on the watch out for. Is it busted? Do I have to, no matter what, have an answer to this Pokemon on my team because everybody runs this Pokemon? If the answer to those questions is yes, it's probably broken and needs to be banned.
A good check of, something that's a good check of the health of the metagame is, do you need to have answers to a specific Pokemon? And a really bad sign of that is how is Imposter Ditto?
It's a lot of times like a sign of an unhealthy metagame is high usage of imposter data.
Yeah, because
So I'm still trying to wrap my head around why Terra Blast is a problem.
I can bring up. Let me pull up the.
Now, because you're saying that, is it because too many Pokemon are using Terra Blast?
no, what it is.
What I think the logic is like Terra Blast is making it so that you just flat out can't use a particular option, or like it's making certain Pokemon so hard to deal with that you're basically just going into a coin flip. Are they running this or are they running that? You lose the game depending on if you call that coin flip incorrectly. And people have kind of decided. Like, Volcarona, for example, was banned in large part because with terrestrialization, it just became, like, it got to basically pick its own checks and counters. If it's running Terra Grass, then it beats ground types. If it's running Terra Fire... Its
stats are good enough that you just pick a type, and its move coverage is good enough that you just pick a type and you're
so
good.
Basically, it was kind of forcing these 50-50 situations. Well, if I don't predict the correct Terra type, then I lose.
So...
And that's why Volcarona got banned.
Gotcha.
And at least the thought process among some people is that Terra Blast keeps doing that with certain threats.
Well, the most broken thing about Terra Blast is that when you are terrestrialized, it goes off of your higher attack.
Yeah.
I think that is the thing that most that I think that's the part that actually makes it the most broken. Not necessarily the changing type with you. I think it would be less oppressive if it didn't just it uses your best
it's base power 100, accuracy 100, right?
Yeah.
It's just an earthquake, right?
Let me double check. Terra Blast.
I mean, just an earthquake is kind of a loaded statement.
It's only 80 base power.
I think it I think it goes up to 100 when you're terrestrialized, if I remember right.
Oh, no. Nope, 80 base power.
It seems like the best Pokemon are the best because they have a wide move pool, and that getting rid of this move would not necessarily...
Well, again, that's not everybody in OU,
yeah.
But I see the logic that they're coming from, definitely. I understand. Like, I understand where they're coming from with it.
But early in the Scarlet and Violet metagame, they actually did do a suspect test of terrestrialization just itself, and it didn't quite pass the threshold because it has to be like a 60% majority.
I remember it was real close.
Yeah, 60% majority in order to take action, and it just barely was under that. It was like by a couple of votes, barely under the.
It was
needed to. It was like most people supported some sort of tiering action on terrestrialization, but it didn't quite meet that 60% or whatever the threshold was.
Yeah.
The things they asked about on this tiering survey are Gliscor, Golden Go, Manaphy, Kingambit, Wellspring Ogerpon,
Wellspring, huh?
Yes, Sneasler, and the move Terra Blast.
Gliscor is really interesting because you can't lower its stats.
Gliscor has always been good.
Yeah. And poison. Its poison heal plus terrestrialization combo is nutty.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh, you actually prefer poison heal over?
Oh no, poison heal is its best ability.
Oh, poison heal is the most busted ability in the game.
I was
It's
looking
not
at,
the most, but it is one of the most busted abilities.
Yeah.
I was looking at its use as a raid mon because it doesn't. Its other ability does not let it lower its attack when the
Hypercutter.
Yeah, Hypercutter is so good for raids if you're trying to.
Hypercutter is a good ability. Toxic or Poison Heal.
Poison Heal is one of the
It's
best
just
abilities you
better.
can
So do you just Toxic Orb Poison Heal?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that the thing?
And you can't kill the motherfucker.
If you run Substitute and Protect, you will gain more health over time than you lose. So if you're faster than the opponent, you just can't die.
It's
And Gliscor is fast.
yeah.
My score is not slow yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And remember, VGC is doubles.
This is not for
Right.
UGC. This is for OU.
This is OU, but still, Tailwind is very widespread.
Not in OU.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Sticky Web, you might see more. That was probably the best form of speed control. But you don't really see Tailwind in singles. It's a very good move in doubles, though. But your typical form of speed control in singles is going to be Sticky Web or boosting your own speed with something like an agility, which I think it might get. But the thing that Gliscor is really good about is it and like every other ground type got spikes in this game, and it's particularly over centralizing right now because of the next thing, which is Golden Go, because Golden Go makes it virtually impossible to get hazards off the field. It blocks Rapid Spin, it blocks Defog, and so like the only other way to get rid of hazards is Mortal Spin, which is it's immune to Mortal Spin too. So like the only other thing is like Mold Breaker plus Defog, which I don't think there's anything that gets that combo, or like Scrappy Rapid Spin, which I don't think anything gets. So it's like it's very hard to get rid of hazards if you're smart with your Golden Go.
Golden Go is oppressive, I think. I'm surprised it wasn't banned. Also, it was like the 1000th Pokemon, right?
Yes.
What the fuck is that design for the 1000? Like, what?
Because you gotta get 1,000 coins, man.
No, I understand that. Why does it look like a string cheese mascot instead of a Pokemon mascot?
It does. It is one of those that you're like, doesn't necessarily.
You know what I think it is when I see Golden Go is I'm glad that they let James Turner get a little weird with it.
Why is it a Gumby motherfucker instead of like a?
I see Pokemon like that. I'm glad they're letting James Turner have fun. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually there anymore, is
No,
he?
he's not.
That's fair.
He's working on The Plucky Squire, which every so often they send out updates about.
Sorry.
So who's their designer now?
Well, he was never the designer.
He was just.
Well,
but yeah,
he was kind of the designer, though.
He was the art director for Sword and Shield.
Was it just Sword and Shield?
I think it was just Sword and Shield is where he was lead art director.
Wow.
Part of that was he's from the UK. But yeah, like there are some designs where just like that is a James Turner design, just like it kind of screams it. The Commander combo was designed by James Turner.
Oh, it's okay. That I was like, why am I doing nothing to this Bergmite? And then I realized it was snowing. That's why.
What snow?
I'm doing nothing to it, and then I remembered that.
I believe the Paldean Tauroses were all designed by James Turner. But they're just like some Pokemon, like, okay, that looks like a Turner design.
Did he design all the ones with shinies that are exactly the same?
He said that you don't. He actually has talked about this in interviews. Where like, we don't pick the. We don't usually get to pick the shiny coloration, though he did specifically get to pick the shiny coloration on the Galarian Zigzagoon line, which he also designed.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best shiny colorization they've ever had.
I do like it that it's Union Jack colors.
Yeah. No, it's.
He designed Shadow Lugia in XD, the Vanillite line, the Golett line, the Volibee line, Phantump line. Fun fact, he's actually talked about in his interview with Game Freak he designed what would eventually become Phantom. Just like as an interview, they had him sketch a Pokemon, and that's what he designed. Your favorite, Bruxish. Apparently in collaboration with an unknown female designer. He designed Buzzwole, Guzzlord, the Poipole line, Gigantamax Pikachu, Gigantamax Gengar, Galarian Zigzagoon line, Centiskorch, Gigantamax Centiskorch, Sinistee, Poltegeist, and my bet he has his hands on the Sinistcha line too. The Paldean Tauroses, the Commander combo, and several NPCs, including Soddet and Turo.
Where's the covert cloak? Or isn't there a covert cloak there somewhere?
You're in Monte Nevera, right?
Yeah. There's an item like that's around here that I remember is very good.
It may be the thing you get from beating enough trainers.
Maybe.
There's a Dusk Stone here.
That's what it's probably.
But you are right, the covert cloak is here. It's under a tree behind the restaurant in the northwest.
Okay.
Don't you have something that evolved with Dusk Stone?
It's already
yes,
evolved.
it's already evolved it though.
Yes. Did I already grab it? Hold on.
Inventory.
I went to the goddamn boxes. I am always and forever gonna do that. Go to the boxes. I think I already have one. No?
Look like it. It is under a tree and behind a restaurant in the northwest.
Okay. There's the restaurant.
But you're looking to the northeast. So is there a restaurant across the way?
Looks like a restaurant.
Yeah, there it is.
Covert cloak.
I'm pretty sure it's here. Ooh, Leech Life is interesting.
Leech Life went from the worst move in the game to the best move in the game
So one of them,
Last-
yes.
last gen.
I know a lot of the designs in this generation were Megumi Mizutani, who designed Mindshow, Pancham, Mega Audino, Mimikyu, Hisui and Growlithe, Hisui and Arcanine, Tandemaus, Tinka, and the Tandemaus and Tinka lines. She also designed Victor and Gloria in Sword and Shield. She also was a lot of the designer for a lot of the Mikus in Project Voltage. Specifically,
What level is Rhyme? 42?
40 something. Let me pull it up.
Was it 42? That's what's sticking out of my head.
That sounds about right. Let's double check. 42. Meaning of life. Which is ironic, because she's like all about death.
Oh, she's about ghosts. Which is like life, but again.
Life 2! She specifically designed grass, fire, water, normal, rock, fairy, bug, and steel Mikus.
For a second, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I remembered.
Yeah, I thought you were saying different type Mimikyus. I was like, is there a game mechanic that I've fully missed this gen?
Hatsune Miku.
I still don't quite like get Hatsune Miku. I get that it's like an AI VTuber voice.
It's not
thing.
an AI.
I thought it was.
No.
I thought it was completely computer generated.
So
I thought the voice and everything was completely.
well, it's so like it's not like the gorillas where like it's just like somebody singing who like we call the gorillas, but it's really just a guy.
Yeah.
Miku is it is an actual person's like clips, but digitally synthesized.
Okay.
So the original samples were originally a human being, but like unlike scraped data AI generation voices, you know, they actually like, consented and got paid for it.
Good.
But it's a Vocaloid is what it is. It's just like a digitally synthesized voice. So a Miku song isn't a person singing; it's changed and rearranged. You know?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, fighting an Avalugg with physical attacks in the snow is not going to do you. It's not going to be great, man.
Alright, this thing is exploding. I've already lowered its defense. That is him getting hit with a lowered defense. Wow. I didn't even do half. Hey, we get to see the Pokemon now. Jesus.
Alright, if it doesn't click recover.
We're fine. God damn, Avalugg, holy shit.
Yes. It's pretty beefy, man.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I don't know the last time that I've used a Terra not in a trainer battle. Like, it might have been since my very first playthrough. But I'm working on getting everybody up to level 42, and then we will
It'll be rhyme time.
we'll do the rhyme time. You want to actually go out, Sylveon? You want to like participate?
It's gonna take on Bambi.
Right now it's doing a reverse Bambi.
Delibird caught off guard.
Yeah, I was really worried
I was
about
gonna say you needed all that help to be Delibird, huh?
really worried about
Really
it.
needed that free turn.
Oh yeah. No, I don't want the Tickler to learn growth.
Want it to be more powerful? Dusty, what would you say the maximum power a tickler can achieve?
Hold on, I'm going to go to Bulbapedia real quick. Don't search the tickler. Don't search the tickler.
Toad's cruel, by the way, just helping out.
The maximum power it could achieve?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you think is like its best like possible outcome is?
Well, it gets Earth Power, which is a good move. The problem is Mycelium Might is so bad.
Did you wish you had stopped in here before you started grinding your Pokemon, huh?
I did forget about it.
I was trying to bring up the list of Pokemon by base stats for basis of comparison for Avalon, but the page keeps crashing on me, so... I guess we'll never know how beefy it is.
I think
You think?
I don't know.
Therefore,
I
he
just
is.
I just don't think Toadskrull has a ton of potential in the power wise.
I think you're wrong. I think it's the most powerful Pokemon in Ian's party.
He has a big
Ball
red
just looks
dog.
up. Ball just flare blitz something else.
Bond looks up and barks in distress.
Or
So did you? So you've watched a lot of the Dragon Ball Z Abridged, right?
I'd say a fair amount.
Have you watched the movie The World's Strongest that they did?
I believe so, yeah.
So the entire plot is the bad guys trying to find the world's strongest, and so they kidnap Roshi,
Master
right?
Roshi, yeah.
First, and then Goku hears about it, and he's like, "Oh, there's been some sort of mistake. I have to go correct this." That's what Bond just did when he said the tickler was the most powerful.
Yeah.
He's like, "What?" I don't know. I guess you can explore. Oh, you've got. Ah, fuck. Okay. I don't remember if it's got
I don't believe it has Levitate.
levitate or not.
I could see how you would believe that.
It's gonna ship.
But if you had tried to spore it.
Nah, I don't have a. I don't have the right components for that.
I don't know why. Spore's the most busted move in the game.
I wanted toxic.
I see that. Pow! Right in the tickler.
Gross.
Tickler, I hardly know her. Two.
Thank you. Hey, look, it's the second best character named DJ in this game. Or, I guess he's MC.
I was gonna say. What are you talking about? MC Sledge.
Which is a cool name. Which I would be all for if
there wasn't a better DJ.
If there was an even cooler DJ name, right up here.
Well, and this guy
What's
looks
Hunter's
like
ability?
Levitate.
That's what I thought.
This guy
First
looks
body
like
is not till
Gengar. Yeah.
it's not till Gengar. So
What were you saying, Rusty?
this guy looks like an indie cowboy.
they're going after the threat.
It's like a weeb is trying to cosplay as a cowboy, but doesn't really know how.
Fun fact: that's a pretty big subculture in Japan, actually.
There is a really big like cowboy western subculture. The way that the weebs are here, there's a kind of similar
Cowb.
yeah.
My favorite little factoid to know is that there are huge, drawn-out arguments over whether subs or dubs are better for King of the Hill.
My favorite thing to realize, like to put in perspective, is that what is considered the like height of the Wild West also was parallel to the to kind of like the end of the samurai era. So it very like it feels very like, you know, fanficky to, but absolutely like a Western cowboy could have met a samurai.
Yeah.
Like that. That's absolutely
A thing that could have happened.
yeah, I think that could have happened.
My favorite thing is that a very likely scenario is that there was an Aztec and a Spaniard and a samurai that would have all been that would have been contemporary, because this is in the era before Spain, when Spain was just like fucking around in South America and not like doing genocide. Because it wasn't just like 100% genocide. There was a time where they were just like in trading and moving around and doing small colonizing, not big colonizing. But this is before Japan
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and this is before that. Before Japan had become fully shut off. And so it's very likely that there were Japanese traders and Spanish conquistadors, or I guess not conquistadors, but Spaniards, all hanging out in Aztec cities and being friends and pals and going on adventures together.
It does feel very anachronistic,
but
thing that could have happened.
It's not just a thing that could have happened; it likely happened. There was enough trade in that area that it probably. I don't know about like going on adventures and stuff, but like there's probably a couple of friend groups from 3 cross cultures like that.
Yeah.
Again, total missed opportunity to have a sick gym theme here. And
Game Freak, hire voice actors.
I don't care if you hire one voice actor for this entire ass game.
Listen, just drop $1 million on Jim Carrey for a year. And then advertise it. This Pokemon game is voiced entirely by Jim Carrey.
I don't think they can afford Jim Carrey.
I don't think Jim Carrey would do it for 1 million. I think
Also, I'm not sure how good of a voice actor Jim Carrey is.
how do I want to do?
The only thing I can think of is that I think he was the voice of Horton in Horton Hears a Who. But I think that's the only voice acting he did.
Well, my brain went to Robin Williams, but unfortunately that's not an option.
You know who actually like could do it? Wayne Brady. I don't think he's problematic, right? We're pretty.
No, he's pretty great.
We're pretty cool with him.
I will say the one problem I do have with Wayne Brady is the one time he went, "Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?"
Yeah, it's not great, but
I'm kidding, by the way. That was his appearance on the Chappelle Show, and the whole reason that he did that was as a way to because up until that point he had just been known for Who's Line, and so he was kind of getting a reputation as the black guy that white people liked. So if he wanted to be show that he was also still able to do the more hardcore funny stuff.
Damn. I wish Dave Chappelle. I still liked Dave Chappelle. But goddamn, can I not like Dave Chappelle anymore?
Yeah, I'm looking at his selected filmography, and I'm pretty sure the only animated movie is Horton Hears a Who.
What's more likely is that they would get Chris Pratt to voice everybody.
Yeah, he's a dick. I'd rather not.
God damn, is he a good Star-Lord, though?
I gotta say, I'm a big fan of hiring voice actors to do voice acting roles myself.
Yeah. Hire Charles Martinet.
Hey, what's he doing?
He's looking for work, I hear.
Actually, I kind of think that's the whole point, is that he's not looking for work anymore.
Crit?
It is not fun.
He did it!
Yeah, but seriously, hired 24 voice actors and voice actor games.
I'm okay with I would be fine with not voice acting, or the voice acting they kind of went for with the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where only parts of it are voice acted. I'm okay with that.
Nimona, Arvin, and Penny needed voice actors.
Yeah. How do I want to do this?
In this game specifically. This game would have been better if Nimona, Arvin, and Penny had voice actors for their cutscenes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
We do hear a human voice in this game.
Chatot not in the game, is it?
It's not. The human voice, of course, belongs to Ed Sheeran.
Oh god, I forgot.
Oh. That's not in the game. The credits are not the game. I don't play the credits.
Alright. You're dead.
I don't play the credits on stream because it gets copyright claimed.
By Ed Sheeran.
The toxicity. You're only making me stronger. I want to press that button. Actually, oh, no.
Can you imagine if Nintendo just like hired Critical Role to do their voice acting for a game? They probably
I can't say that
what?
I've really listened to any Critical Role stuff.
They probably couldn't
You've
afford.
heard that, sir.
I know who Matt Mercer
Yeah.
is. And yeah, they did hire Critical Role to voice Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom.
And then they sponsored a Critical Role episode.
Yeah, I think they did like a one-shot.
Yeah, they did a one-shot kind of based in...
And you've heard Travis Willingham before.
You've definitely heard him.
Take your word for it.
He's a bunch of different things. Wow.
You're like, what? +3 special attack? +2 at least.
Yeah.
Go off, DJ G-Rave. You see him dancing there in the background.
He's my favorite.
He's Mustang in Full Metal Alchemist.
I don't know if Nathan's watched.
I have not watched Full Metal Alchemist. Nor have I watched Full Metal Alchemist.
It is.
He's
excellent.
Roy Mustang in both Full Metal and Brotherhood. In the two different versions.
Mm-hmm. They
So
kept a lot of. I think they kept most of the voice actors the same, from the one to the other. At least in the English dub. No, Full Metal Alchemist is.
Yeah, no, it's one of the all-times.
Yeah, no, there's a reason for it. It's like 48 episodes of the most tightly paced and like well scripted anime. That
He's played Thor in a lot of animated stuff.
Verily.
He was a bunch of, or I think he's been a bunch of Fire Emblems as well, if I remember right.
What was you say the name was? Travis Willingham?
Mm-hmm.
He's played Gorilla Grodd a couple times. He plays Clark Kent fairly often.
Speaking of Clark Kent, the one I want to, the thing that I want to see is that is the new animated one that I think Adult Swim did.
Oh, My Adventures with Superman?
Yeah, apparently, like, it's very good.
We've started watching it, and it's a delight. Travis has played Knuckles the Echidna in most of the modern stuff.
They put like the first full episode out on their YouTube, so.
He plays Kingpin and Spider-Man for PS4.
Kingdom Hearts. What is he in Kingdom Hearts?
He's Aced.
And Jaro Tapal in Fallen Order.
Nathan hasn't played Fallen Order, but yeah, that actually, nah. Who? Hold on. What Naruto was he? He's one of the
White Zetsu.
Oh, that's Travis Willingham. Huh? I hadn't noticed. That makes sense though.
Insofar, the characters I have recognized are Cannonbolt from Ben 10 and Knuckles the Echidna in the Sonic Boom.
What's he in Injustice?
You mean you don't
Golden
you
Age
don't
Force.
recognize Aced from Kingdom Hearts?
Sure don't.
That's the one with the bear mask, right?
Yes. From that one scene at the bonus cutscene at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind.
We watched.
I do remember who that is, but only because you reminded me.
I reminded you, huh?
Technically.
Sure, man.
Alright.
Did we ever do a watch of the cutscenes from the mobile game? That they remastered the cutscenes in HD?
Rusty, who would want to watch that?
Me?
Don't worry. The other mobile game's about to come out.
I'm looking forward to it.
They opened up the beta for the UK, I think is where they said.
Hold on, say it again.
I think they opened up the beta for the UK, right?
Maybe.
There were a bunch of people on my timeline freaking out about it recently. What's Iron Treads? What's his typing?
Steel Ground.
Steel Ground. What's his ability?
Warp Drive.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
All future Paradox Pokemon.
All right.
Hit him with the fire.
Why?
The fire dog. One shot him with the fire dog.
No.
Okay.
The one that's 4x speak to ground, yeah?
Yeah. I know. That's why I have my ground type on.
It's never gonna hit him. He's fast and big dog.
You're the man now, dog.
I guess you don't have Flare Blitz yet, do you?
He does.
I do.
Oh, it's Rockhead that you don't have.
No, I do.
No, you got Rockhead. He's running Head Smash too, I think.
No, I can't.
I thought you couldn't get one of the
Yeah, you have to egg move Head Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Head Smash is what you're missing. Okay.
Hey, buddy.
I just don't think Flare Blitzing this to Oblivion is the wrong answer. You got to be faster, right?
We're Dolphin.
Oh, let's go case.
It is. Hi, call that a speed boost. So he did not get faster than me. God fucking damn it. It's okay. It's only like a 90 accuracy move. Now he's faster than me.
You got him.
You got it.
Yeah, I knew I got him. It's just annoying as hell.
Oh, this time you're gonna have help. Yeah, it's a 95% accurate move.
Yeah, I know. I missed the fucking 5% chance. It's fine.
He's all stanced up.
Roll. Slap it.
You guys remember the eye dog?
Yes.
He's kind of
Yes,
like
I do.
if they made an elephant version of that, you know?
That may be.
That was
actually be like what
The inspiration.
Yeah, a part of the inspiration.
That was a wild pull. It was an insane pull, Nathan.
Yeah, if we had any Zoomers in the audience, they all immediately left.
They're like, what the fuck is iDog? Nothing much. How are you?
Was it a sequel to iRobot? Hey, why didn't quote work?
Good question. It erred connecting to the web proxy service, of course.
This worked yesterday.
Somebody go check Nightbot.
That, or one of the things that's quoting is the time we said error connecting to the web proxy service, which was, in all fairness, pretty funny.
I tell you, I'm funny on this stream and nobody fucking believes me. Yeah. You were there, Scovillain. You did damage.
I mean, that fire thing wasn't nothing.
Oh my god. That fucking one.
Quick, he's spinning rapidly.
I missed Mud Bomb again. I was gonna be so mad. When I clicked it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss this one.
And then he crits on a rapid spin and kills you.
And that would be how it works.
I like his little dance.
His little dancey dance. You like his little dancey dance?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
His little dancey dance. Alright, someone go check on Nightbot. Oh, yeah, right.
I'm on it.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're gonna be in this cutscene a while. You're not gonna miss anything.
His dog is sick. My poor little sick doggy. He goes, woof. Woof.
You know what he also does? He likes sandwiches.
Sandwich doggy. Which, I gotta feel like we should probably say on stream, don't just feed your dog submarine sandwiches.
I don't know, you fucking do you, man.
Do not give the doggy the hoagie.
Yeah, you fucking do you, man. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life.
Don't give that dog the Dagwood.
Your dog, too, could be a hero. Yeah, but if you're doing something like a Philly cheesesteak, yeah, don't do that.
You probably shouldn't. I would recommend against it.
If nothing else.
Dogs ain't need that much bread, man.
Or cheese. Jesus Christ. Humans don't need that much bread or cheese.
To be fair,
Do you know what Cheese Whiz does to a dog?
Nothing healthy has ever happened in Philadelphia. The place is the antithesis to human health.
Threw rock snowballs at Santa.
Gaius.
When our mom loves to bring that up when we're talking about like the Philadelphia Eagles and all. She does love to bring that up.
To be fair, I will say I do think the Philly Fanatic is very fun. Rusty, you enjoy a good sports mascot. You should look up what the Philly Fanatic looks like.
And then
I'm aware. He's a big green-lipped thing. I know what the... Look, Philadelphia has some of the all-time greats for weird mascots. Did you see what Gritty did the other day?
What did Gritty do the other day, Rusty?
He had a mermaid tail and descended from the rafters while Part of Your World played.
That's about his speed.
Yeah, that checks out. Alright. I think I used most of what I had.
So we have Gritty, we have the Philly Fanatic, and we have Big Red. What are the other mascots that are just like, it's a, that thing?
So for those that are like, what the fuck is Big Red? That is Western Kentucky's, University of Western Kentucky's mascot, and it is
basically it's what if Grimace was red? That is
that's
the former Titan.
Yeah, that's the Titan right there. He do just be chilling.
Yeah. And fun fact with that trading, that's the only way to get a Paradox Pokemon before being the treasure hunt.
I'm trying to think of things. So you can tell it's a horse. But go look up Blue, the Indianapolis Colts mascot. Of all of the NFL mascots, he's kind of got the most gritty energy.
Yeah, he's a horse.
Yeah, Blue's fine.
Look at his nostrils.
If you get him, like, on a weird half angle, it's a little weird. His nostrils are different colors.
Why do you think his nostrils are different colors, Rusty?
Oh, that's a horseshoe. But
No,
the other way.
it's not a horseshoe.
What is it? Oh, are they like whistles?
No, Nathan. They're the, like, party, like, little, things that you blow out.
How is it possible there are no pictures of that happening?
Oh, yeah, there's one here. Yeah, they're the little, like the, like, little unfurler things.
Yep. They absolutely are.
But still, like, that's like a definitive thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck's a gritty?
Trying to think of...
But like Big Red, what is that besides a red grimace? What is a Philly fanatic besides some sort of crazy alien?
Look, somebody said, I need you to make something with long lips. And the graphic designer was like, what do you mean? And they were like, really long lips. And the graphic designer was like, no, I don't know. It's like, just do your best. We'll get there.
What is the Philly fanatic besides Green Cuber?
Yeah, I do believe he is actually dead. If I remember his, like, the bio. So...
Is he the same kind of thing as Cubert?
I don't...
Is the Philly fanatic the same kind of thing as Cubert?
So do you remember...
Yeah, this is actually kind of relates to the conversation we had before you showed up.
I would say, do you remember the beginning of stream, Nathan? Yeah. When Rusty absolutely wasn't here for what we talked about? I bring that up for no reason at all.
Wait, what happened?
So before stream, Ian was like battling a giraffe rig with his Crawdaunt, and it used Crunch on him, and I sent it to the ether of the internet. Has, in real life, a giraffe ever bitten a live lobster?
And then he Googled that.
I Googled that, and of course, 0 results come up. So, like, we were pondering, like, is that the first time that's ever been Googled? If not, like, is there, like, we kind of, like, if there was, like, a magic book that could tell you, like, oh, yeah, in the 7th century, some guy tossed a lobster at a giraffe and it bit it. Just like the answers to questions we couldn't possibly know. And how cool it would be to have like a magic book that could answer that sort of question.
Yeah, but we also just went off on like how stupid our
Google search history gets when we're doing this stream.
Yeah.
And like if there were like a Google engineer specifically going through our search history, like you could tell at about 7 p.m. on Monday nights how weird it gets.
Yep.
You may have crossed over into the Casseroya Lake biome and everything jumps up to level 50.
We'll see.
I'm not saying don't be here. I'm just saying, You're not that far back.
Oh, Cubert's mouth was supposed to be a gun. And then they removed that feature because the designer wanted simpler controls.
I'm like, what are the things that are going to be easy for me to kill? And I am trying to get him a couple of levels here for the
What do you have next?
should be Ice Gym Leader.
That's level 48. You also have the Psychic Gym at level 45.
Oh, right.
Start making your way to Alfornada.
I did say that...
It's kind of hiding off there in the corner.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I still think I'm gonna keep blitzing these Tropii for a little while. You'll do.
Have you learned anything fun about Hubert, Rusty?
Other than gun mouth.
That was the only interesting thing.
Yeah, Hubert fucking sucks otherwise.
Don't talk about my man Q like that.
No wonder it's my mother's favorite video game.
Okay, that's funny.
That's true lore.
Don't you miss that era of arcade games where all of our video game protagonists were just like a shape?
A pixelated schmear.
Yeah.
That kind of looked like something.
Pac-Man,
No.
Hubert, the Atari Adventure Square.
No, I do not miss that time.
No, his NPCs that are across town need to have need to all have teeth.
Speaking of NPCs and teeth, did you hear about City Skyline 2?
That was, in fact, the reference I was making.
Okay, cool.
Do you know what we're talking
I
about?
have no clue what you're talking about.
So that's a game that came out recently, City Skyline 2.
Yeah.
Well, so the first one was really good, but really, like, buggy. It was hard to get to perform well.
Yeah.
So everybody was
It's
really
like
excited
like
for
a
this
city
one.
builder sim.
Yeah, it's SimCity, but better. Quote, unquote, better.
Yeah.
So everybody's really excited about this one because it's supposed to run a lot better.
Yeah, it's like
And a lot of
planning the video game.
optimizations. And so they have, like, they try to simulate, like, literal citizens going to work at these jobs. You know, like the number of houses you have a corresponding number of people that live in them, and it's like trying to do the whole thing. But in this simulation, every single person has teeth rendering in at all times.
Like they're like actually like super high fidelity models. Like high enough fidelity that they are like rendering the individual teeth.
Yeah.
Of
And
all
they're
of
not-
the, of all
And
of
they're
the-
not, they don't stop rendering them when you zoom way out.
Yeah.
Or, like, there's no occlusion where
no
it stops
culling.
rendering the teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there's
no
no
culling.
culling.
Yeah.
And so the game crawls when it gets above, like, 300 citizens because it's it's rendering billions of teeth
yeah.
for no goddamn reason.
And so yeah. And so that's why I made the teeth joke that I did. Yeah.
Like, I guess it's kind of a cool feature to have hyper-realistic models when you zoom in. Like, yeah, I get that. That would be cool. And it's a cool feature. It makes your city seem alive.
That should be a toggleable setting, I would think.
Or, you should build it into your code that maybe you don't render all the teeth like the ones that you're not looking at.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't have to render the teeth that aren't currently being looked at. Let alone the people. Usually occlusion stops rendering people when you're not looking at them. It's insane.
A little bit.
Game looks great, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Looks like a lot of fun. If I had disposable income, I'd probably try to stream it sometime soon. But I do not have a bunch of money to dump $60 on a game that refuses to not render teeth.
Here's what we're gonna do. Because I've actually already been there.
Don't render my teeth.com.
The domain's available. What?
Oh, the domain.
I am surprised that there are combinations of words that aren't bought. Yeah, don't render my teeth.com is available.
I can't believe this.
This is all uphill. I need to go, like, over here, right? To get to the...
Sounds about right.
Cave area.
So your options are basically to go through the cavern, or to take the kind of little seaside route.
Which is... I thought the seaside route led to the cavern.
You're like a little bit, but not a whole lot. There's a, like, small segment that you go through the cavern, I think. And those are, like, the quote-unquote intended entrances.
Which way do I remember how this works. He says, like a liar. I'm no longer lying.
I think that's the cavern right there.
Uh-huh. It is. Well, this cavern leads to the seaside cliffs. I don't think I fought this guy. This guy's like level 18.
I won't lose!
My dog is going to explode you. Your Pokemon.
Did you have to instant transmission him, man?
Nothing personal, kid. It also was really cool in my head that my dog just, like, flashed in and out of screen, and then his little lizard was dead. And he's like, what? What?
Hope I don't fall.
If this were Baldur's Gate.
That NPC is precariously close to the cliff.
This is a special, special one for the Dark Urge.
We need to get Cage to play Dark Urge.
Is licking the spider meat not part of the Dark Urge?
It probably.
Whatever the Dark Urge is.
It probably is.
I bet that scene gets weird when you're playing Dirge.
Unfortunately, I've been spoiled on what Dirge is, but yeah. I bet there are scenes that can get weird.
Is the Dark Urge when you get a little more tadpole-y?
Not necessarily.
Or is it just like being a dick the playthrough?
So
It's not even that. You play as an origin character like any of the other named characters, Karlach, Will, Gale, any of those people. The Dark Urge is another playable character.
Yeah.
They have... You can customize their look because they don't have a specific race or whatever to them.
Yeah.
But they have a specific story and background. That is, they get...
That is different than the normal, what do they call it?
Tav.
Yeah.
Again, kind of a mixture of tadpole.
Oh, yeah, Mason said it was short for Tadpole Adventurer.
Yeah.
And the Dark Urge just literally gets different cutscenes where you're dealing with an overwhelming urge to do
Bad
dark
things.
stuff. And you're kind of either embracing it or fighting it through the whole playthrough.
Yeah. And it comes to a head in Act 3 with a lot of the plot stuff there. Actually, we're not too far from learning about some of it. Some of the plot stuff that it interacts with. Time to explode.
Oh yeah, Electrode's fast.
Yes. It was the fastest thing in its...
And now you're not fast.
Yeah, but he's dead, so...
Do we have an electric rock type? Alolan
Golem, yeah.
Alolan Golem.
I want to use Alolan Golem. I have not had a chance to use Alolan Golem, and I want to use him.
Well, hey, we're doing 3DS streams soon.
Yeah, but it's, like, not my turn, but we'll see.
We can all have a turn.
Yeah.
I think it's technically Nathan's turn.
I believe he would be next to us. I hound him. By hound him.
Theoretically, we've got all the equipment here we need. So I got, like, an audio thing.
Another audio thing.
Another audio thing.
And another other special thing that we're not going to show. Because it's going to be funny.
We'll get there. Oh, excuse me.
Is it like a novelty Pikachu hat?
How'd you guess, Rusty?
God damn it, Nathan. Now we have to get a different thing.
You know, I have a novelty Pikachu hat.
That doesn't sound like you.
What are you talking about? It super does.
Whew, just a little more.
When I'm playing The Legend of Zelda,
Yep.
and when I'm talking to NPCs, I like to unnecessarily like backflip away from them. And in this game, I wish I kind of could.
But you can't. Because high schoolers can't backflip.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Name a high schooler that you can't they can't backflip.
I don't know if I can name a high schooler right now.
And that's why you can't prove me wrong.
I guess you're right.
How does today's weather look?
Sweater.
Let's have an adventure.
Sweater weather is the joke I was making.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The quote command works now. So you were smart. You started with the Sandstorm and then Pokemon, right?
I did, yes.
My boy!
It's okay, I'm not gonna miss this.
Never did not have it.
Never did not have it. Thank you for your services, Mon Boy.
Wah, wah, wah.
This is not a Nuzlocke, by the way.
It's nice that they gave you the XP before beta.
I know, I'm like, please calculate first. Well, damn.
Sand rushing, baby.
Yeah. Sand rush this. Like, he'll do it, but it won't be very effective.
Your ass is grass, but he didn't mow it.
Nah, but he drank it.
Every OU player right now.
What? I didn't.
Sandstorms are weather, I swear. The joke being that Sandstorm is by far the worst weather in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Hey, are quotes working again?
They seem to be.
Damn, Rusty just not paying attention to Nathan.
Sorry, I looked at the chat and it said Ice Mommy is S tier, and I was like, no, that's what I said.
Well, Nathan did that and said, "Oh, hey, look, I guess quotes are working again." And then Rusty just not paying attention.
I'm over here deep in the mines trying to fix quotes, is the thing.
I was like which mines? Like, Mines Moria?
No, he's saying, so we back in the mine. That's a timely reference, right?
Sure, buddy. Whatever you think, man.
Oh, for nada!
Dipped in there just to get the fly points.
Point.
I think there's a trainer somewhere over here, maybe.
There's the kind of mountain there.
There's a you. Just fucking fight me, Jesus Christ.
It's the wrong color, but we'll have to deal.
It is the wrong color. You're going to explode now.
My boy wants to learn Crunch.
Do I teach him Crunch? Probably. Oh yeah.
Do you think he crunches with his toofers or his little claws?
Crunch is implied to be a bite, but I think
It is boosted by Strong Jaw.
But I think that
This is low.
yeah,
Low.
because you can crunch down with those. I think that that's okay. Put it on repeat.
Look at all those chickens. Rusty, was Sammy correct in that you doot a lot?
Yes.
He do.
I bonk and I doot.
He do. Be dootin'.
He's the rootinest dootinest.
Tootinist. Flutinist. Tootinist.
I think it would be neat if the next Monster Hunter game gave us another instrumental weapon.
What type of instrumental weapon do you think? Are you thinking of?
In Power Rangers, the Green Ranger had a flute on his sword.
Yeah.
That would be pretty neat.
A floored.
Do you think it should be a second wind instrument?
I think I care about that less and care more about having a musical instrument for every damage type. So you've got bludgeoning damage as in
That's
the
not
horn.
thing I wanted. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
Yeah, so the horn does bludgeoning damage. I think it would be cool to have a piercing instrument and a slicing instrument.
I don't know how you do it, but a piercing instrument would feels like it would be some sort of stringed instrument, and I was thinking a harp. like you stab
like,
into the monster.
The hunting horn does have strings too.
Well, that the flavor-wise, yes, but like there's the big.
Which doesn't really make sense, like musically.
Yeah, there's like the big stand-up bass.
Well, the hunting horn has like 3 different shapes. Some of them are wind instruments, some of them are stringed instruments, and some of them are like a combination of the two. But they have like 3 different like basic shapes that get frills added onto them to look like different monsters. But
I think when you said piercing, my head went to you literally like with some sort of stringed something pierce into the monster or the ground or whatever, and that changes the tune or the tone. You know.
See, I think piercing is easy because we can also add another weapon type that we don't really have, which is like a foil or an epee, like a fencing sword.
Is piercing a type of damage in Monster Hunter?
Yeah. Yeah, there's 3 types of damage. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slicing.
What does piercing do?
It hits armored parts better, I believe.
I mean, you have the whole ass internet at your fingertips. I mean, you can go.
That sounds like it's a lot of work to Google.
I don't know. I don't normally play piercing weapons.
Yeah.
You do, Nathan.
Yeah.
You play piercing weapons.
Do I?
Yeah. Your lance isn't a slicing weapon. It's not a bludgeoning weapon.
I mean, I can like sever tails with it.
There are some moves that.
But weapons that do severing damage are way easier, and you have some attacks that do higher severing damage. Same as I have some attacks that do higher piercing damage, or whatever.
Yeah.
But the weapon archetype also has a main kind of damage that's associated with.
Yeah.
Like the dual.
So I know that the gun lance can do has the capability of doing every damage type, is what the people keep telling me. At least on the like the websites, but like there are only like 1 or 2 attacks that like if it's a bludgeoning, there's only like 1 attack that does bludgeoning damage, and that's reverse blast dash, which I never really use.
Yeah.
Can I not climb the ladder here?
I don't think you can. I think if it's a listing like that.
That's stupid.
And then like technically I can do stun damage, but only if I'm using a wide gun lance. So it's little things like that, but if piercing damage is a type, I do not know which of my moves allow me to do it.
Yeah, when you look at like your monster encyclopedia and you look at which parts take which kinds of damage the best.
Because I know that piercing ammo is a thing for both like slingers and world, and like for
the gun.
Right.
Yeah, bow guns.
Those are the weapons that can actually do all 3 kinds of damage reliably just by swapping their ammo.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 8:50. I'm not gonna go ahead and fight the gym yet. I will. We'll do that.
Save that for next time.
Yeah, save that for next time. We'll. I only got 2 things done. I'd try to average 3, but we'll just do a 4th next time, or try to rush. But yeah, we'll just go ahead.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll get done what we get done.
Yeah.
So
Nathan and I will.
Ian and I are going to be gone Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're probably going to be gone Sunday. We'll see.
We'll see if we're here or not. It's very.
I know Adam has said that he's not going to be able to make it Sunday, so we'll see what happens.
It's a little up in the air, unfortunately.
We might do something different Sunday.
Yeah. Again, if you join the Discord, we'll always post there when we stream, so you can get alerts there.
Yep. Thank you all for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Be kind and all of that.
Rewind and all of that.
Yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube. Like, comment, all of that bullshit.
The final Zoomer that was watching our stream just left.
Sorry I was late.
Hey, I didn't tell him to smash the like button or whatever. But yeah, we're all old and we know that. Okay, thanks for joining us. Bye!